So yeah, all right. So let me go to your homework. Where do I? Okay, let me do a search of your homework from Charmaine. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let's look at it one by one. Okay, let's look at the first one first. Okay, I can do the marking here. This is PDF. Okay, let me open this in another app. Let me see if I can open it in another app. Oh yes, let me open it in a Foxit Reader. Yes, this is what I want. Feed page. Alright, let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, good. Pencil. Okay, good. Yep. Over here. So what you need to do is you just put in all these numbers. You put in all these numbers into this positional value table. Alright. So let me double check your positional value table. This is 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10, 100, a million, 10 mil, 100 mil. Okay, yeah. So you put in this 456200, okay, into this, and next they ask you the 4, right? So you just pick 4, and then you times the 100,000. So 100,000, yes, this is the way to write 100,000. So you write the 100 first, am I right? And then next you write the 1000. Okay, so it's very clear. Okay, so it's very hard to make mistake if you do it this way. So part A is correct. Next, so 264. So 264 is, you see, this is the tens, then this is the hundreds, that's the thousands. Okay, so uh, your this picture isn't taken very well. Okay, so I hope you do a much better job next time. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard for me to look at it, right? Do you agree? You look at this, it's very hard for me to see, right? So, but anyway, this is the hundreds, and then the 4, therefore you multiply them, you get 0.04. All right, next, so you put in this 1 2 4 3 5 6. So the 4 is under 1000, so it's 4 times 1000, you get 4000. All right, next, and there is this problem here. Can you see here? You have your 4, and then this is 10, right? So it should be 4 times 10. It's not 4 times 40. I don't know why you 4 times 40. Okay, it should be 4 times 10. So you get your 40, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So always look at the value first in the positional value table, and then you just look at what is the positional value for the 4 here. Then you times them together. And for this, same thing. Okay, so your 4 is here, right? And then you look at the 4 is under the 1000, so it's 4 times 1000, so you have 4000, right? Last one, you input this, so it's under what? It's under 10 million, okay? To write 10 million, this is the way to write 10 million, okay? You write the 10 first, and then you follow by million, right? So a million is 6 zeros, okay? So it's very, very hard to make mistake if you write it according to my instruction, right? So very good. So your question 1, you have done it very well, okay? And you have done it according to my instruction. That's what I want to see. All right. Next, okay, this question 2, okay. I have given you this question repeatedly, and so hopefully you should be able to get this question right. Okay, so Charmaine's weight is 6y, so this is Charmaine's weight, and then mom's weight is 3 kg lighter, so mom's weight is lighter, so that means mom's weight is less, right? So in order to get less, you need to minus. So that is the way you look at it, whether you should add or you should minus. Okay, less, so that means you need to find out less, so that means less means minus. You minus to get less. Am I right? So if mom's weight is heavier, so in order to get mom's weight, so you have to plus to get heavier. Does it make sense? Okay. So more doesn't mean plus, less doesn't mean minus. All right. Okay. Good. Therefore, next. So brother's weight is 2 times. Okay. Brother's weight is 2 times. So you have to add mother's weight 2 times, right? And then after that, you just simplify. So you get 12y minus 6. Okay. So bro's weight is 12y minus 6. Okay. And then of course what's the total? Total is you have to add the 3 of them up, right? So how do you add the 3 of them up? Okay. So first thing first, you have to add. So you write. Okay. The way to do it is you have to write the working down first. So what is the working? To find the total, you have to add all of them up, right? So you start with 6y, which is Charmaine, and then you start with mom. All right. Then you add with brother, which is this one, right? Am I right? So 12y minus 6. Then in the end, you combine the y's, and then you combine the numbers, right? So 6y, 6y, 12y, so you should get 24y. Minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9, okay? So that's how you get the answers, okay? And not only I want you to get the correct answers, I also want you to write down the working. And this is the working for the final part C. Alright, next. But here comes to this question. Okay, this question. Okay, so, alright, because, okay, when I look at this question, I'm confused, okay? The number one reason is, I don't know, you go right or you right, you go down. I don't know which way you go. There is only one way you can go. You either go right, you go all the way right. Okay? If you want to go down, you go all the way down. You can't go right, then left, then down, then up. This is so confusing. Okay? If you want to go right, you go all the way right. If you want to go down, you go all the way down. Okay? So let me demonstrate to you how you can work this out in a very presentable manner. Your answer might be right, but I don't like this. I don't like you do it in this way. Okay? It's very confusing. Okay? I don't understand it. Okay? So let's get this correct. Okay, so let me get this question out. Alright, so this is the question. Alright, so let me copy this and then get it into this. Let me get it into this. Let me see if I can paste this. Nice. Then I don't need this anymore. Okay, let's come to this. Alright, by the way, this is a very good app for you to write, draw, do your work. Can you see? Is it big enough? Alright, so first thing first, let's assume I'm going to do it vertically. That means I go down. So if I go down, I'm not going to write anything on the right. Okay, so I write down this 5 over 6, right? Because I don't do it first. I do what first? I do the bracket first. Exactly. So the bracket gives me 14, right? So I do the bracket first, and then for the rest, I just copy down. Alright? So I do the brackets, right? And for the rest, I just copy them down. Okay. Next, what I do first?
Times.
Yes, I'm going to do the times first. So when I do the times first, so I just 5 times 14, 70 over 6. And of course, for the rest, I just copy them down, right? Then now, what to do next? Okay, in fact, I'm not too sure whether it's 88 over 4, okay, but if it's 88 over 4, I can simply write in what? You know, when you can actually punch your calculator. 88 over 4 is actually 22. Okay, all right. That means if you can use whole number, you don't want to use fraction. Am I right? Let's say if I give you 6 over 3, right? Do you want to play with 6 over 3 or you want to play with 2? Which one is easier for you to do? 2, right? Does it make sense? So that means if you have an opportunity to play with numbers, whole numbers, this is a whole number, right? And this is a fraction, right? So given these two choices between fraction and whole number, you should opt for the whole number, all right? Because it's easier. So next, in fact, if you look at this, then there is plus and there is minus here. So which one comes first? You should do from the left to right, because plus and minus, they are of the same precedence level. Okay, that means they are of the same priority level. So what you do is you just convert your this 22 into something over 6, right? So you should get 132, so minus 55. Am I right? Then after that, in fact, then you have to add the first two fractions first, right? And then you should get 232 over 6. And of course your 55, you also convert it into something over 6. So I guess you should get 330. Am I right? And therefore you should get minus, can you help me out? Use a calculator. Oh, sorry, I make a mistake. Here, 70 plus 132. Can you help me out? 70 plus 132. 202, yes. You see, if you can't, so it's very easy to make mistake. Okay, so you have to use a calculator. So in order to minimize making mistakes. So what do you get? 202 minus 330.
64.
Okay, no, 202 minus 330. 128. Yeah, minus 128 over 6. And then what do you get after that? Mixed number.
Negative 21 to 103.
All right. So that's how you get your answers. Okay. So let me see. Yes, you should get negative. All right. Okay. So your answer is wrong here. Okay. Your answer is wrong here. Next. This question. So once again, if you want to go right, you go right. If not, you go down. Okay, don't go right and then come down. Okay, this is the format. Okay, so for this question, 4 minus 14. So you do 4 minus 14 first. So you get minus 36. And yes, then next you do this one. So what do you get? Minus 36 plus 22, you get minus 14, and then you minus 55, and then you get minus 69. So the answer is minus 69. That's correct. All right, next. 4 minus 10 is minus 6. Very good. And then minus 22 minus this, so it's minus 28 first, then minus 55. So minus is minus 83. Okay, good, very good. Okay, but once again, the format here is not okay. Okay, you should note. Okay, the format is not okay. Okay, you should do it vertically. Okay, next. Okay, this question, Sandy. This question is similar to the Charmaine's weight question. Am I right? Okay, but of course, like I say, older doesn't mean plus, okay? Younger doesn't mean minus, right? So how you do it is you just need to think about it. So number one, to do this question is very simple. Let me get it out first. Copy this into this. Let me count. Make it down. Okay, good. Let me get it here. All right. Is it big enough? If not, just let me zoom in a bit. No, this is not the one I want to zoom in. I'll zoom into this. Okay. Let me zoom into this. View. Zoom in. All right, good. Okay, so there are 3 people here. So what you do is you write down the name of 3 people, Sandy, or you can simply use the short form S, right? Then another person is J, and then the last person here is Eric. No, I should use J here, yes. So let me erase this. Alright? Okay, so Sandy's age is given, which is J years old. Is it J? Are you given J years old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So Sandy's age is J years old. Okay, right now. So there is this statement. It says J is 4 years older than her. Okay, so can I ask you, who is older in this case? J or Sandy?
J.
J is older, right? So how do you get older? Do you add to get older or you minus to get older? Older means what? Older means what? No, older in the first place. Older means what? What's the meaning of older? I'm older than you, so what does that mean? English. What does that mean? Who is bigger? Yes. So older means bigger, right? So how do you get bigger? You add to get bigger. Am I right? So therefore, in this case is add. How many years older? 4. So that's why you add. All right. So it's very very clear cut. Okay, it's very very clear cut. Okay. Now the last statement. Look at the last statement. Sandy is 8 years younger than Eric. Okay, you read this statement once again. Sandy is 8 years younger than Eric. So who is older here? Eric is older, right? Older than who?
Sandy.
Sandy. So Eric is older. So in order to get Eric, repeat, Eric is older. So in order to get older, what you do?
Plus.
Yes, you plus to get older, right?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So that's why I say younger doesn't mean minus. Younger doesn't mean minus. Okay? So it depends. So you always ask yourself, in this case, I want to find Eric, right? And Eric is older. So in order to get older, you need to plus. So very simple. So therefore, I take Sandy plus 8 years. So it's Sandy plus 8. Sandy is J, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sandy is J. So I plus 8. So does it make sense?
Yeah.
Is it very hard to understand? No, right? So when you do this question, heavier, more, less, the question you ask yourself is, who is more, who is less? Once you get that, you just ask yourself how to get more, how to get less. That's all. So in this case, they want to find what's the total age. Then you just add these three together. So once you add these three together, you will see that you have 3j, and of course 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so let me go and take a drink. Alright, next question. Okay, so you see the problem here is you think that 8 years younger. So what does it mean? In your mind, younger means minus. And then 8 years younger, right? 8 minus. So what's the problem?
I think that younger means minus.
So is it the fact?
No.
Okay. So you should ask yourself, who is younger? Who is older here? If Eric is older, you need to add to get older. If Eric is younger, you need to minus to get younger. That's the basic question you ask yourself to get the answer. Okay? Next. Okay, so what is the average books read? So like I say, for this question, okay, okay, your answer is what? 3, right? Or 31?
31.
How can it be 31? Okay, first thing first, how do you get average? What's the formula?
Everything.
Total, and then
Divide.
divide by? Divide by what?
Divide by the total number of kids.
Yes. So you stop first. Okay? So what is 31 here? Can I ask you?
31 is a book.
Which is?
Just
Which is what?
just the total number.
Correct. So that means okay. Next time when you do such question, right? First thing first, you always write down the formula. Right? So once you write down the formula, then what you are doing here is you're actually finding out the total. And once you find the total and you realize, hey, the question is asking for what? Average. The question is asking for average. So that means you still have one more step. Am I right? Okay? So can you tell me what divide by what?
31 divided by 19.
Mm. If it's an indefinite number, so what you do?
Fraction.
Mm.
1 whole 12 over 19.
Okay? The unit is book. Okay, so the next question is also very easy. So the next question is, okay, let me zoom it a bit. Okay, the next question here, it says this is 70. Okay, so what's the meaning of these two dashes? What's the meaning of these two?
Isosceles.
Yes, so it's an isosceles triangle. So when it's isosceles, so this in this angle is the same, right? So they have to be 55. Okay. Then next, so this is given. Is this given or this is given?
This is given.
Which is given?
The one in pencil.
All right. So this is given. So I think they tell you this is a what? This is a parallelogram.
Yeah.
Okay. So for parallelogram, opposite angles are the same, right? So therefore this is 1 to 2, right? And since this is a parallelogram, so you can make use of a C, right?
Yeah.
This is your C, right? So therefore you get 58 here, okay? So this is 58, and of course opposite is equal, so this is 58. So that's the way to find all the unknown angles in this question. Okay, so the methods is isosceles triangle, and then C. And of course you also make use of the opposite angles are the same for parallelogram. Okay. Next, so over here is more to do with your ratio questions. Okay. Can I ask? Okay, so how many questions are here?
Four. Five. Wait.
So okay, let's start.
There's 6 questions.
So this is one, and then is this another one?
Yeah.
And then is this another one?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time can I ask you? You either go down, or you go right. Never go right, left, right. All right? Can you do it this way? Okay. Let's say if you have the space here. Let's say you have the space here. Can you okay? So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you have a page. The max you can do is this question and this question. Okay. You don't go and squeeze in 3 of them or 4 of them. Okay. It's very hard to see, and it's very hard to do correction also. Okay. So let's say now you make a mistake here. Where can you do the correction? This tiny space, not enough. Right? Maximum question, 2. Maximum you can divide halves. Am I making myself clear? Okay. Okay, so first question. So first question is, so for 1 kilometer to 1 cm. So first thing first, I convert my 1 kilometer to,
1 cm.
no. The 1 kilometer I need to convert to what first? So in order to simplify this ratio, I first need to convert them into same unit. Okay, so let's say this is km and this is cm, so I need to convert the km into cm, like you say, right? Then only when you have same unit, then you can simplify. Okay, so that is the trick in ratio. You need to convert them into same unit before you can do simplification, right? So 1 kilometer, so first you convert to meter first before you convert to cm. Okay, so basically you don't want to jump, right? Because when you jump steps, you tend to make mistakes. Okay, so it's good to start with the conversion from 1 kilometer to meter first. So 1 kilometer to meter is 1000, right? Then 1000 meter to cm is times another 100, right? So you add another 20, right? So basically you have 50. So once you have 50, and then this is 1, so the same unit. So when you have the same unit, then you can simplify. And you can't simplify much. So this is the answer. All right? Next. Okay, same thing here. So you have 1 minute, right? And then you have 2 hours. So the question you ask yourself is, how do you convert 2 hours into minutes, right? So 1 hour is how many minutes?
60.
So 1 hour is 60 minutes. So two of them is you add, right? So 120. So therefore 1 to 120. All right. Next. So this is 2/5 minute and 20 seconds. Very good. So 2/5 minute and then 20 seconds. Okay. Okay. Perhaps let me just do it in this one. Let me add a page. So you have 2/5 minute and then 20 seconds, right? Okay. So now the question is, you want to play with minute to minute or second to second? You want to play this minute to minute, or you want to play the second to second? So which one?
Second.
Okay. I will say it's up to you. It's up to you, because the whole point for ratio is as long as you convert to the same units, then you can simplify. So the key is same units. Can I ask you? Is this same unit? Is this same unit?
Yeah.
So that means both ways you can,
Simplify.
yeah, you can simplify. So it really depends on your choice, right? So let's say you want to play with second to second. So let me just follow your method first. Okay. So I have to convert this 2/5 minute, right? So how do you convert the 2/5 minute? So 2/5 minute, you convert to seconds.
Yeah.
So you times 60, right? Right? So you times 60, so you get this 12. So it's 24 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So therefore it's 24 seconds to 20, right? Then how do you convert? So from ratio, we talk about it, right? So the ratio 24 to 20, you can actually write it in 24 over 20. Am I right? Then how do you simplify? Of course, you can start with divide by 2, 12, divide by 2, 10, divide by 2, 6, divide by 2, 5. So therefore, the answer is 6 to 5. Do you get 6 to 5?
No.
What do you get? Let me see, what do you get? Wait, what are you doing here? Why you times 1 over 20? Huh? What have you done here, actually? What have you done here? Can you tell me why 2 over 5 times 1 over 20? Is it? Okay. Okay. Are you telling me? Okay. I think I know what you are doing here. I know what you are doing here. Okay. I think you remember what we talked about last week. Okay. Here, this one is a divide, right?
Yeah.
So basically you just divide by 20, right? And therefore when you divide by 20 is times the flip, right?
Yeah.
But can I ask you, is the unit the same first? That's the question you ask yourself. You can't do the divide if they don't have the same units. Same thing. I can do the divide here. Why? Why I can do the divide here?
Cause same unit.
Same unit. Yes, exactly. So if they don't have the same unit, you cannot do it like math divide. Here I can do it like this because they are already of the same units, seconds, right? So in this case, if they are of the different unit, can you see? Different units. One is in minutes and the other one is second, and you cannot divide yet. So when you can divide, you change it to the same units first. Then you can do it like math divide. Alright? Okay, good. Okay, so similarly here. Okay, so you change your 0.5 kilometer to meter first, right? Same unit first. So 500 divided by 30, and then you do it like math. Divide by 10. Alright, so you get 50 to 3. Okay, over here, You convert this to cm, so you get 250, and then you get 275. So when it comes to this, 250 over 275, so you do it like math. Are you following? 250 over 270, 270 what? 8. So you just do it like math. So how do? You divide by a 2, right? So you get 125. You get divide by a 2 is 139. And then I think that's it, right? And then later, because you have to express it in ratio, right? So you have to convert this fraction into a ratio format. Am I right? Okay, good. So do you get the right answer? Good. Okay, this is also another way. You divide by 2, divide by 2. So basically what you are doing here, you use the method we always use. You divide by 2 here, you divide by 2 over there. So what is the correct proportionality? You're actually doing proportionality here. Okay? You realize that? You're doing proportionality. Okay? Next. So you have this gram and then you have kg. So you want to change this to gram first. So it's 1500 and then 1800. And basically you divide by 100. What you are doing here is you use proportionality, right? But now, can I ask you 15 and 18? Is there another number you can divide further? Or that's all?
That's all.
Okay, which number you start first? Which number you start first when you want to simplify? You don't even know what number to start first?
I divide by 100.
No, I mean now, 15 and 18.
3.
So you divide by 2 first, right?
Yeah.
So asking you which is the first number you start
2,
first?
2.
2, right?
Yeah.
So you try 2. So does it work? If you divide by 2, does it work?
No.
So 2 does not work. So you go for
3.
3. So does the 3 work?
Yeah.
If the 3 works, so you have to continue. Okay? Of course, 100 is also another one, but you always test the 2 first, and then you test the 3. Then the next one is
4.
4 and then?
5.
Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay? So this is, it's not the simplest form yet. Okay? Okay, this question. Can you help me, have you used your calculator to punch and double check the answer? Can you help me check your answer using your calculator for question 10?
Or 19 over 28.
Let me double check your this. I'm trying to understand your this question. Okay. But hold on. I don't want you to write it in this manner, okay? Next time I don't want to see anything here, okay? You want to write everything, you just write, okay, vertically. Can you help me check this answer? Oh, no need. I just want to, let me just, okay, something is not right here. Something is not right. You don't have to check. Can I ask you a question? Look at here. 1.5. So you get 3 over 4. So your this conversion, you have to get it right. Otherwise, your first step is already wrong. So definitely your subsequent steps are all wrong. So this is called the domino effect. Once you get one wrong, the rest is all wrong. So you don't want to have a domino effect. Have you corrected your answer? Can you redo it on the spot? Are you done?
The whole 9 over 28.
Okay, 13 is wrong. Okay, the number one mistake is this. So once again, 1.5 is not 3/4. That's wrong. What is another mistake here? Can I ask you? Can I ask you here? So the number one mistake is the conversion from 1.5 to 3/4. This is the first mistake. The second mistake is, can I ask you this question? Let me get rid of this first. Let me make it bigger so that you can see. If you have times, so what you do so what you need to do first? Yes, so basically what you do is you do these times first, you get an answer. Then you do these times first, you get another answer, and then you minus these two together. Am I right? But what have you done? You never do the times. You do what first? You do the minus. Then you go and do the times. How can you do the minus then do the times? Okay, so basically this question, right, if you are going to do it, so what you do is this. Okay, you start with this here, right? Then you copy down. Sorry. And then you just do this first. 12, 18 minus, copy down. So in this case, which one you do first? You should do behind first, right? You are not supposed to do the minus. Why? Because times and minus, which one comes first?
Times.
Yes, so that's why you write down the 12 over 18. The minus is minus, then you do this 3 times 2, yes, so it's 4 times 9. So then you only do the minus. Does it make sense? Okay, so do it right now.
Okay.
So what's your answer?
109 over 216.
Hold on. What's your answer? Can you redo this question somewhere else? Copy the question, do it here another time. Copy the question only, huh? Don't look at your solution, just redo it. One and a half is 3/2. Don't look at your, fold it up. Don't look at that side. Fold up. Oh, okay, good. Hmm?
1/2.
Correct. Okay, next. Okay, your this 14 is also wrong because your 1.5, you keep making this mistake. 1.5 is not 3/4. Can you redo it? I don't know how you get 1.5 equals to 3/4. You you can actually you can actually find out very easily. 1.5, the denominator is 2, right? Then how can you end up with a denominator 4? Huh? So let me also do it here. Oh, by the way, you also copy the question wrongly. Can you spot here? This is 9, right? I don't know why you end up with 19. You look at your question, you look at your answer on the other side. You start with 9/16. How you end up with 19/16? Okay, if next time you ever do such careless mistake, right, I'm going to give you more questions like this. I'm going to give you 20 questions like this. If you show me this kind of attitude. Huh? Okay, you make mistake 1.5, you get 3/4. This mistake I still can, actually I cannot accept. But the mistake of I give you 9/16 and you copy as 19/16 is even worse. Okay, if you copy question also copy wrongly, I cannot take this kind of mistake, and I'm going to give you a lot questions. So if you want more questions, you keep making these mistakes.
Negative
Mm-hmm.
1 whole
Mm.
11 over 16.
Let me punch the calculator. Okay. What did I say about the mistake you make here? What kind of mistake I cannot accept?
The 1 whole 1 over 2 change to 3 over 4.
Okay, this is conversion mistake.
And then the
Mm.
question is
Mm.
9 over 16.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote 19 over 16.
Okay, good. Question 15, same thing. I give you 9 over 16 and you go and copy 19 over 16. So what are you waiting for? So this is not conversion problem. This is copy question also copy wrongly. This is the kind of mistake I cannot accept. And you shouldn't accept this kind of mistake also. Do I give you a lot of questions? No, I'll give you only what? I only give you less than 10. Yeah, I only give you less than 10 questions. Okay, lor, since you made this kind of mistake, I'll give you more next time. Easy question. 10 question you don't want to do. You want to do 20, you want to do 30? Okay. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you go to question 17? Can you do the 153 over 32? Do the long division again. Or you help me use your calculator, double check your this answer first. 153 over 32.
4 whole 25 over 32.
Okay, good. I'm checking your work. Okay, then what? Okay, 19. You go and look at your 19. How come minus 59 over 16 and then you stop there?
3 whole negative 3 whole 11 over 16.
Okay, next. I'm checking your work. Okay, your this question is a bit clear. You look at here. Your this question is a bit unclear. Okay. Next time you need to do a better job. Okay. Okay, what did I say? What did I say when you do this question? Tell me, what did I say? How to do this question?
Must convert
Yeah, convert. How do you convert?
times
Times.
5.
Did you write down times 5?
Yeah, here.
Let me see.
I like the bottom. Here.
Only the bottom times 5?
No, the top also.
If you show me all this lazy work, right, I'm going to give you more questions. Are you going to show me your lazy work?
No.
Are you going to show me the complete work?
Yeah.
Can you redo this part and see if you can get the right answer? Okay, if I see you give me lazy work, I'm going to make it even more. I am going to give you more questions. The more laziness you show me, the more work you expect from me. Alright? You show me your hard work, I will reduce your workload. Actually, when you write times 4 here, actually is wrong. Charmaine, before you go and continue, can I show you? If you just times 4 here, right, it's wrong. You know why this is wrong? Because 4 over 5 times 4 is not the same as these two. They are completely different. That's why you have to write in this manner. Okay? You can't write times 4. Okay? You get it or not?
Okay.
Good. Okay, so you should end up with can you minus, so it's 5 is 65, 20 plus 4, 60, 20. Can you help me punch the calculator for this? Do you get minus 65 over 20
Yeah.
plus 16 over 20?
Yeah.
Punch the calculator and see if your calculator answer and this answer is the same.
It's
You punch your calculator already?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, next, this question. A notebook costs 2. And then for every 4 notebook bought, a 20% discount was given. So this question is slightly different. Okay, so yes, the same thing. So instead of $8, instead of paying $8, you get 20% discount, right? So 20% of 8 is 160. So you pay only 6.4. So that means for every 4 book, right? Which means for every 4 book you pay only 640. So how many 640 you can have?
4.
4 of them, right? So let's say you buy 4 of them, 4 of them already. So how much you are left with? 27 minus your 25 over 6. How much is left?
1.4.
So 1.4. So is this 1.4 is enough to buy another one?
No.
No, yes. So that's why your this 1.4 here, so that's why you have to write down 1.4. You need to see if you can buy one more. You can't. So in this case, you can only buy 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sets of 4. 4 sets of 4 is 16. Okay, simple. Next. Okay, this question, Amy question, is also very similar to the weights, right? Charmaine's weight. And then, what's the other question? The younger, the years old,
Yeah.
the age. Okay, is the very similar. So you write down Amy, 6y plus 2. 2 more, right? Amy has 2 more. So who is more? Amy has 2 more. So who has more?
Amy.
Amy has more. So now I want to find Betty. So Betty has less. So Betty has less. So how do you get less?
Minus.
Correct. So that's the question you need to ask yourself. So more doesn't mean plus, right? So you remember? So that's why you get 26 here, right? This is 28, right? Huh? How can it be? 4 times 6 is 26? Four times 6 is 26? You want to double check with your calculator? Mm. Okay. Good to this question. So 15% is cherry. So cherry is 200. So 15% is cherry or 25% is cherry? Let me look at the question. You make me confused. I need to go downloads. Then I need to go. No, I need to go box. I need to go sharing your folder. I need to check the original question. So let me see. 200 children like cherry and mango. So 200 is 25%. Okay, good. So 200 is 25%. Then 100% is 800. So you need to find 10%. 10% is 8. Then the question asks what? Prefer cherry to mango. How many more kids prefer cherry to mango? So where is the cherry? Where is the number for cherry? Okay. Good. Next. So okay. I give you, okay, in this case, why do you have only one branch?
What's this?
When do you need another branch? When do you don't need another branch? I talked about it last week. And by the way, these two questions, they are different. This is 60% of the remaining. This is 1/7 of them. So when you need another branch, when do you,
remaining.
which one you need another branch, which one you don't need another branch?
We don't need branch when there's no remaining.
Then which one need another branch?
When there's remaining.
Huh? Okay, good. Okay, so we take a break, we'll come back, and then we talk about this question. These two are different questions. Okay, require different approach. All right.